It's the third week of December and Christmas is around the corner. Unfortunately, this video is not about Christmas. It's about something else. And the thing is that I got a job on an office and I am very excited about it. It's been such an experience because for those ones who has been watching my videos for a while, you probably know that in the past I used to work for a cruise line. Then a year ago I decided to come back to land and I moved to the United States, and during a year, a little bit more, I was under the migration process. So I was not allowed to work. But finally that's done and I got a job. So I get to work every day in an office, in a corporation actually, and it has been very interesting, and I will say very interesting, because it is just amazing the amount of garbage that is produced daily in an office. And I'm not talking just about the office resource like paper, no. The thing that calls my attention the most is the amount of garbage that we produce, the employees, every day during lunchtime. And it's just because in the rhythm of everyday work, a lot of people do not have time to prepare their own food. So what they do is they either buy it in a package or they just buy it from somewhere also in a package. And all that is just garbage. So as an eco-minded person as I am, and trying to be coherent with what I'm doing in this zero waste project, I came out with an idea of my kit for lunch. And I put down 5 items that I think that everybody can just use instead of bringing packaging and producing waste in the office. The item number 1 is the bottle for the water. And this is so easy, because it is amazing how many plastic bottles we throw away every day at the office. Well, we can just bring our own bottle and then just refill it and refill it and refill it every time. The funny thing is that I encountered one of those days, I encountered one of the employees asking me, well, telling me basically that she feels so bad because she has to open every day a bottle of water. And I didn't say it loud, but I'm in the back of my head, I thought, well, why don't you bring your own bottle? Isn't it that easy? The other thing is the cup for the coffee. And this is so silly because since the beginning of the time, there has been coffee at the office. And I don't understand why we're still using the dischargeable cups, like plastic cups or worse, styrofoam cups, when in my opinion it's not even hygienic, and it is just so easy and probably more fancy to bring your own cup to refill it with coffee. The third item is the container for the sandwich or the snack. And whatever you prepare your food at home or not, I think that it's a great idea to bring this container, because most of the time people get together and order food from somewhere for everybody, and then we have to use plastic dishware in order to eat. While if everybody brings their own container, we can just skip that step. And in this container that I have, that I bring with my food or without food, I bring it anyway, I also bring a spoon, I bring a fork. I haven't found a knife that fit in my container, but it's coming. But I also bring my cloth napkin, and this way I don't use paper at the office, at least not for cleaning myself when I eat. And the next item, it might be considered a luxury, but I don't think so. And it's this, my tea. And the reason why I bring this is because I find out that there's always tea available on the office, tea or coffee. And it turns out that most of the teas that are in individual package are not really recyclable. Sometimes because the packaging is plastified, and other times because the little sacks of tea are not even made out of paper. And that's a problem. That's a really big problem. So what I decided to do is start bringing my own tea. I buy it in bulk at a store, and then I found this cute glass container, which is secondhand, in a thrift store, and it's just as put it in my backpack and I'm good to go. And the last thing that I'm starting to bring to the office is this jar. And the reason of this jar is because at the office, in my office, somebody came up with the idea of putting a popcorn machine. And I really like popcorn. But I don't want to produce the waste out of the paper cup or out of the paper bag that it's set up there to put popcorn in. So what I decide is to bring my own jar that I can put my popcorn in and then just refill it as many times as I want, and I just have to clean it. 5 items that are very easy to carry with you, to bring with me, and I think that these 5 items just made a whole difference in the amount of garbage that we produce daily in our office. My question for you now is, if you work in an office, as I do you bring your own dishware and your own food, or you do as everybody else that just buy something because it's convenience and then deal with the garbage?